can't get over those realistic water effects. It's a delight every time. Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Even Footing Games presents a Bathfinder, a Babies and Broadswords adventure. Before we get started, I just want to tell folks about a few announcements. We do have a Patreon that we are terrible at telling people about. If you are a patron for Even Footing Games, you get cool things like free digital copies of our books, additional patron-only special content, songs and stickers, and you get to join our patron-only Discord where you can watch us say dirty words on the chat. I guess that's pretty much the only differences. Hey, look, there's a
poop.
Like poop. But it really does keep the lights on for us. All of our printing costs and all of paying the artists and all of that stuff, it does cost money. So if you like what we do and you want to see more books from Even Footing Games, more games that you enjoy, please consider taking a look at the Patreon. All right. We have a great group of people with us today, and I'm always thrilled to see them at the beginning of every week. Smiles and hearts. Why don't we go ahead and we'll do some pluggables today. We haven't done pluggables. Alana, what do you got on the side that you'd like to tell people about?
I like to create dice. I have a store called Spectral Craft, and I make dice for people.
And they give you money in exchange for those dice?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not just you're not just giving away dice.
No, they're not just giveaway dice.
All right. Check out Spectral Craft Dice. She's got some cool stuff. And I hear you're working on some Bathfinder specific dice that are going to be available pretty soon.
Yeah, they're going to be available in March at the con that we're at in Raleigh.
We will be at Playthrough Con where we'll be unleashing those dice for the first time. And then I think they'll be available in our merch store. Let's see who else we got here. Jack, what are you showing these days? What are you excited to share?
Well, I mean, I always do my commission artwork. You can find me at JR Brabson. That's BRABSON at any social media. I do art commissions for tabletop RPG characters, your MMO characters, your fanfic characters. It doesn't matter. It could be a picture of you. I did a picture of someone's dog once. It doesn't matter.
Could it be a picture of me?
No.
Oh, all right.
Only unless it's you with a very silly hat.
I could do that. I think I could pull off a silly hat.
I could draw you pulling off a silly hat.
There was an unfortunate time in my past where I was one of those fedora guys, but I've grown out of that phase. Thank God for everyone. Lisa, what are you doing? You got anything cool you want to share?
Yeah, so I'm an actor / model / writer in the Boston area. It's a huge market. I get so much work. I am also a frequent podcast guest, such as on this one, or you can check me on Not Film School. That was a fun one where I talked about the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh, and you can check me out on YouTube. I'm on the Parody News Network. I play multiple. Well, you should just check it out. Where it's a channel where they make fun. Well, they recap movies as if it's the news. It's really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, if you haven't seen it yet, is one of the best films I think that's come out in like the past 10 years easily. It's amazing.
I wholeheartedly agree. And did you ugly cry in the theater like I did?
Oh yeah, I'm a mess. Yeah. I luckily wasn't in the theater to embarrass myself when I finally got around to seeing it because I don't live in a big city like Boston. So
I cried in pain when I saw that one dude land on something in particular.
Oh, that thing.
We won't talk more about that.
That's the IRS office, I'm guessing you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I got my fanny packs out of storage. It felt like the time to bring them back.
Right? They're cool now.
Yeah, now they're cool. Kay, you got anything going on the side? What do you do when you're not doing this?
So I run a YouTube channel that The link is right there. And so I play like solo and duo pen and paper RPGs. And then I also play in the Hammer of the Gods podcast.
Oh, from our friends Ham Pod. Hey guys
Yeah.
out there on the
Yeah.
Ham Pod. Cool. So as you can see, we are a multifaceted, talented group of people who are all engaged in various activities. When we're not modeling and critiquing and making dice or drawing pictures of people in hats, we like to do this. So let's get into it, shall we? When we last left our team of babies, they had finally built their boat and left the town of Bloody Gums Bay in order to hunt down the dread pirate Tabby, who had stolen their supply of yellow confectionery cream-filled sponge cakes wrapped in plastic, or Dwinkies. I shouldn't say finally, because I actually made you stick around until the boat was done, so I finally let you leave. But you are on the boat. What did we name the boat?
Pretty certain we named it Jason.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Was there
Gaston.
parentheses in there? Yeah.
Guelph sucks.
Kelp sucks.
Guelph
Only-
sucks, yeah.
We only say inside our heads, though.
Poor Guelph. All right. Yes, you're floating down the lazy river, in the stinky brown river in the Jason parentheses Guelph sucks. Watching
SS.
the SS. You're right, SS. Watching your home disappear behind you. How are we feeling on the as we let ourselves float along on this refrigerator that we somehow made into a boat?
I would say seasick, but that'd be ironic for me to be seasick, so we're not going to do that.
Okay.
If
Maybe
anything,
just sick.
maybe just a little sick, hungry. Definitely hungry.
It's a good thing they stopped for provisions. I believe you guys have a bag of saltines, 1.5 ham sandwiches, and some juice boxes.
Yep.
So that should last you, and then whatever Guelph drags out of the water for you.
Which we're promptly ignoring that.
Never say never. Golf might get something good once in a while, and I don't know. I'll try anything at least once.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe he'll find treasure.
You never know, or he could find the other boot.
That's true.
It could be exciting. Well, Guelph is taking to the water like a kid who's been on a boat takes to water before. And he is yelling at all of you and pointing dramatically to different parts of the boat. He's like all, pull the port tail and winch up the ballast bars and shuffle down the scully wipes and you over there, port out the bilgemeister and make sure, jump hardy, you dogs. We need to get the flange kettle up to 47 knots if we're gonna get through the straits of. Come on!
47 knots, that's a lot. I can't even tie my shoes.
Well, do you know where we're going?
That way. And he
With-
points down the other end of the river where you're floating, where the boat is floating.
Which is where your ex-friends are, correct?
Yes.
Are you confident about this?
I am confident that I said yes, that's where they are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you, Carrot.
Yes.
Pull that rope over there.
I'll go up to the rope and pull it. What happens?
The sheets that you've found as a sail kind of out, and the boat picks up speed as the wind catches it. Where's the wind in the sewer coming from? I don't know.
I think it's coming from a fan that we have.
Sure, we can say that.
Somebody farted.
I was gonna say it might be
I was gonna say that.
self-propelled. Yeah. It's like we can put on the speed, but only after I eat what the river provides. Yep. The boat is clipping along at a good pace, and Guelph is standing at the front of it, holding his hands over his eye like a telescope, and he's just scanning back and forth.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm looking out.
Can I see what you're looking at?
Sure. And he hands his hands and he puts them over in front of your eyes so that you can look through.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Your hands are really hairy.
And probably really smelly from what crapping or stuff from the river.
He's subconsciously wiping his hands, and there's really nothing you can do about the hair. I mean, it's just one of the. Some kids are just hairy early. Okay, they can't really help it. It's. Let's not make them feel self-conscious about it. Just because Guelph is going to be shaving twice a week by the time he's 9, it doesn't mean.
Do we even know
there's anything wrong with him.
What type of creature Guelph is?
Guelph is so dirty, you almost can't make out what he is. You would guess he's some sort. He might be human, or maybe he's some sort of sewer dwarf, but he's just covered in a layer of grime about half an inch thick.
I hold my mouth how close to me as he cannot have it.
You don't know if Guelph is dirty out of necessity or preference, but he's definitely got a layer of gunk all over him that he seems to be cultivating. Yeah, exactly. Like
maybe he's growing his own food.
He might be. You never know. Yeah, he's growing his own armor. Yeah. Maybe he's actually a sloth kid, and he just moves so slow that the moss just gathers on him.
So, are there any roles we got to do for sailing this ship?
It's amazing that you bring that up, because I was just about to say the water is starting to get a little choppy. Guelph has been yelling jargon nonstop. No one's been listening to him. I think Carrot pulled a rope at one point, and he seemed pretty pleased about that. But for the most part, his cries of battening down the poop hatch and lightening up the jig rig have gone largely ignored. But eventually he turns, after you've been on the boat for maybe 20 minutes or so, he turns around to you all and goes, "All right, is everyone? How's your tummies feeling? We got good tummies?
Okay, I guess.
Like if you spun around in a circle a whole bunch, would you throw up? Would you go? Bleh?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Nope, no pukies.
Okay, how about the rest of you?
Are we there
Why?
yet?
Does your tummy hurt?
Well, it's gonna, and I just want to make sure that if I go pukies, that I'm not going to set off everybody else. You know, that it's just the chain reaction of puke.
I mean, if you go pukies, I might go pukies just because you went pukies.
I don't want to set anybody else off, but we're coming up to the drain, and it's
Look over the edge.
It's not a good time. We're gonna have to really just keep your tum-tums under wraps, or oh boy, it's gonna get real sticky on the boat.
Puke over the edge.
Designate a puke corner.
I would say
Or
that
overboard.
Delphine
Well,
is
which
bracing.
which was the puke order? Yeah.
Is bracing as he gets the idea that obviously this is not good, despite not knowing what the drain is.
The boat, you do notice though the boat is starting to pick up speed. Everyone give me a nosy roll.
4 + 2 is 6.
I also got a 6.
Ooh, I got a 1.
I also got a 4 + 2 = 6.
I got a 3 total.
Wow, you guys are not nosy at all. Guelph is in such hysterics at the thought of the drain that everyone's fixated on him, which is why when the boat starts to drop out from under you, everyone's taken by surprise, and your tummies go. Bleh. Everyone's going to take one tummy ache,
Oh. That's
and you.
not worth it.
And Guelph says, "All right, everybody, but Lisa take one. Lisa, you take 5." Yeah.
Oh no!
And Guelph goes, "Here we go!" The sewer has come to a crossroads. And you can see different tributaries from different tunnels. And who knows what's going on in those tunnels? You never will, because your boat is suddenly stuck in a whirlpool. And you're spinning faster and faster. You're going to need to find some way to either steer the boat or keep it together. So we need to check and trust the seaworthiness of our vessel. So who's got my boat stats?
Oh.
So I have an ability.
What's your ability?
The 3-hour tour. Skippers are surprisingly bad at following directions, but they
Okay.
always manage to get lost in interesting places. Roll a d6. On an odd number, you manage to get your ship to a friendly tropical island with lots of versatile coconuts. On an even number, sharks. So do we want to do this?
I mean, this is an interesting time for that.
Big risk.
And I'm
Okay.
curious what a deserted island with coconuts is like in the sewers.
Yeah.
Or
It
sharks?
doesn't
Those are
seem
your
like
house.
this
Are they
helps.
coconuts?
Maybe we don't want to do this.
If we get sharks, it might turn into the ending of Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
They made 3 of those movies?
They made a whole bunch, but I don't
I
remember.
think they made more.
I think they made like 8.
Good Lord.
So our boat stats. We
Yeah.
got Swift 3, Seaworthy 6, and Swagitude 3.
All right. Well, right now,
Oh,
your boat is getting shaken apart by the speed that it's getting whipped around. So,
Well, what do we do? What do we do?
pull up the jury rig! Batten down the main hatch! Open up the juice bar!
wait, I have a knack for this. I think
Do you?
I have secure the rigging. During an
Okay.
emergency,
Oh.
you can use this
Mm.
knack to temporarily fix one issue on the boat out of dock. This fix will last until your next break. As this is a slapdash fix, you also give yourself 2 ouchies. And should the ouchies gained through the use of this knack put a baby on a break, the fix will last until their next break. So I guess that's not relevant.
Well, let's see how we do with securing the main rigging. So, what I need everybody to do right now, your seaworthiness is tied to the boat's precociousness. So what we're going to do is everyone's going to roll 1d6 and add it to your precociousness score.
1 + 5 is 6.
Ooh, I rolled a 5 and I get to +5, so I have 10.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 and I have
4
+5
plus
as
2.
well. So
Oh, I'm sorry. What were those last two?
I rolled a 5 and I have 5
I
in
got 6.
precociousness, so 10.
Okay. And what did you get, Cam? Sorry.
Oh, I 6.
You got a 6. All right, so 2 10s and a 6. All right. So the way that we maneuver our boat goes is that the more I'm sorry, I'm going to need somebody to roll for the boat itself. I'll roll for the boat. How about that?
Sounds amazing.
It does, doesn't it? Belf is rolling for the boat. And what was our boat total?
Total? The
Or
sea.
Is
what
that
was our boat? It was a
seaworthy?
6, right?
6. Yeah, 6.
Okay. So what we want to do is roll yeah, Guelph can be in charge. All right. All right. So what we want to do, the boat is a 7. So what we want to do is basically between all of us and the boat is to meet the challenge rating. So the boat in this case acts as the 5th person. That is going to be I got a 7 for the boat. Maybe don't let me roll next time.
That's bad.
The number we were going for was 8 in this case. So we got 2 above the 8 and we got 3 below the 8.
Nards.
Boat starts to shake. As you spin faster and faster and faster into the water. Those of you who rolled under an 8, you're going to take 2 tummy aches and Guelph. Guelph swallows it down. Okay, we're going to be all right. And now you can feel the boat start to go on its side as you zip around faster and faster. If you put your hands up, you could feel the water on the other side on your fingers as you spin down the drain. And right before you reach the bottom of the whirlpool, there's a flushing sound. And you just drop down this hole with all the other water, like a water going down the drain. Your boat just
Ah! Guelph, you suck!
I told you to hang on. I told you to hang on.
Oh,
Smack. A splash. And stinky brown water everywhere. Just
I cover myself with my towel.
Drenches all of you. Guelph is feeding the fishes. This is his least favorite part of it. The rest of you are just. Are you cleaning yourself off with the towel?
It says it absorbs grossness.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty gross. Until you can get properly cleaned up. Those of you who don't have towels that get rid of grossness, you are going to take a -1 to any cuteness related rolls that I request you to make.
Uh-oh.
I know.
That's making me really, really not cute.
And there is the boat seems to be listing to the right.
I move to the left.
It evens a little bit, but it's still.
Okay, someone else come over here, please.
I'll move to the left as well.
Same.
No,
Now
you back over there.
Go more into the middle now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just I'm going back and forth, forgetting that people are going to be listening to this like on podcasts. Like it means nothing to me leaning back and forth. All right. With 3 of you on one side and 2 of you on the other, the boat kind of evens itself out. But it seems like something happened to affect the Jason's balance in the trip down the drain. It looks like there is... Well, it just seems like the balance is affected. Does someone want to see if they can figure out what's wrong with the boat?
Sure. What kind of roll is that?
Well, you can give me a brainy roll or a crafty roll would be all right in this case.
Either one is 5 plus 5 is 10.
Oh, that's pretty good. There is a crack on the right-hand side of your refrigerator, and you think water might be slowly seeping into that side of the boat. Just kind of, it doesn't seem to be sinking anything, but it's definitely
Duct tape.
putting more weight.
Need duct tape. Quack.
I got a shovel. I'll go over and try to shovel the water out.
Well, then Guelph also have duct tape, if
Scoop
I
it
remember
out.
correctly.
Guelph used all his duct tape up on the cannon.
Ugh,
He's out of duct tape.
what can we use to fix this?
Do we have any other materials that we can
Can we-
shove into the
those-
hole?
Yeah, those saltines, aren't they super absorbent?
Oh, absorbent?
They can plug up people's digestive tracts, so I'm sure they can plug up this boat.
Okay, so what do you want to do with these saltines and how you want to... you do have a box
Make
of
a
shipping
paste,
crackers.
like a cement out of it.
Everyone chew them quickly. Create a mess. Create a mold.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we're just
All right. So you guys want to
Chewing
take so you take the crackers out and you start to pass them around. So Everett, this is your plan. What do you want everyone to do? What does this look like?
we're making a
Sally is
a
like scooping out
sealant.
water with her shovel as quickly as she can. Yeah.
we're making a sealant with
Okay.
the saltines. And
Okay.
do I roll for this?
Well, so what do you want everybody to do? You want them to chew it up and get them all nice and sloppy, or what? What's the plan here?
I don't know. I guess we don't want to mix it with sewer water, so I guess we're chewing it up.
Okay.
Or maybe we can just
Yeah.
crumble them. I really don't know. Yeah, I guess we're chewing it up, so they're more moldable, like
Okay.
as like clay, I suppose.
All right. So
And-
okay. Yeah. No, please.
I don't know what is realistic in this situation.
We are in a floating refrigerator with a 3-foot tall carrot floating down the sewer. So realism is
Okay.
not really anything I'm too concerned about right now.
So note, fridge, able to stand up to an atomic bomb, but not able to stand up a
No.
drain.
Not to a giant drain. Yeah.
But
right.
also, this is our food, so
All right. So Everett, are you just doling out a couple crackers to everyone then?
I suppose I'm doling out enough where we can seal this crack.
Okay. You think one cracker a person should?
How big is this crack? Was it specified?
It's big enough that water's starting to seep through. Sally, why don't you give me a nimble roll to see if you can keep up with the water? It's coming in quicker now.
That is a 9.
Oh yeah, you're keeping up with it.
Okay.
It seems like you've been waiting for this moment for your entire life, just to shovel sewer water out of a sinking bathtub. This is everything you've ever wanted.
This is good digging practice, guys.
This is great digging practice.
Yeah.
You thought dirt was hard. When'd you get to sewer water? All right, so Everett, you've passed out crackers to everyone.
Everybody chew!
This is really good.
It's so dry. The crackers are really dry.
Stop swallowing them!
I have from the
Yeah.
juice box. It's so dry.
Okay, now everybody, let's combine our cracker paste
Are you holding out your hand? What do you want?
Yeah. I'm gonna catch it, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
Do we? Oh,
Get it through your hand
do we have any tools?
into
I guess
that.
not. We have a shovel, but it's in use.
Ralph just comes over and just opens his mouth.
Thank
and
you.
drops Cheeto Cracker right in your hands, Everett.
Why is yours so watery? Everybody's just like,
spit.
okay.
Everyone do the same?
Yeah.
Yep. And then
All right, I'm gonna need a crafty roll, Lisa, to see how well this works.
I also would like to press my wetsuit against it so that way to explain why my class does not have a wetsuit anymore. Because
Okay.
apparently I have a beach towel now, not a wetsuit.
Oh, someone's a little salty about that, huh?
I expressed my saltiness when I first heard about it. Now I'm just saltine.
Okay.
So not so good. I rolled a 1, but I get 5, and then I have to have a. Oh yeah. So that's a 6. So that's not too bad, right?
I mean, we're all assisting.
You've given up your wetsuit.
Yeah.
All right, so Everett has managed to smush it into a pasty ball of cracker and kitty spit, and he's trying to slap it on the side of the boat to seal up the crack. Why not? Sure, I love it. It does a pretty good job of slowing down the leak, but there's still some getting through. You might be able to limp the boat along until you can find a better patch, but it'll hold for now. However, half of your provisions are now gone, so you got to keep that in mind. Now you're down to just a couple of crackers and
2 ham sandwiches.
Yeah. and a couple boxes of cranberry juice box that nobody else wanted.
Oh wait, no, this is a thing. I have a sling that gives a damage reroll. That's not this, right?
I mean, that's great to have, but no, that's not this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine. I accept.
Guelph is sitting on the side of the boat in a corner. The color's starting to come back into his cheeks a little bit. That saltine hit the spot. Thanks.
Wait, did you swallow some?
No, just the act of chewing I found calming.
Okay, yeah, I sometimes do that too.
Yeah, I ever just want to chew on something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like fixated. Maybe I'll grow out of it someday. Maybe not. Hey, we made it down the drain, everyone. Good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was pirate thing to do number 1. Of course.
We were supposed to go down the drain.
Yeah, everything leads to the drain. You can't get to where Tabby is unless you go down the drain. That's part of being a pirate.
How did Tabby get to us? How do you go up the drain?
Crickets.
Oh, hey, I see a bunch of rope pulley systems up there. It kind of just probably pulls herself up.
No, that's not how you do it, but thank you for trying to get me out of that mess. I couldn't think of it. Now, what we did was when you go up the drain, everybody lifts up the boat. And if you all lift up at the same time, then the boat goes up the drain. But you have to lift real hard up. It makes sense, trust me.
Okay.
Thank you for teaching us new things.
Hey, that's what I'm here. I am here as a helper. And because I need a lift home.
Helper, where to now then?
Now I need to get my bearings. And he's patting through his pockets. Oh no. Oh no. I had them. I never leave home without them. I've lost my bearings. Where Has anybody seen my bearings?
Okay, so you don't
They
know where we're
look like-
going?
No, I don't. No, I've lost my bearings.
What color are they?
Well, they're brown and furry, and they fit on my fingers, but I don't know where I put them.
I
Is
would
it
actually.
lost in your palm hair?
Oh God.
Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. He's only 8. Give him a year or 2 before he starts getting the hairy palms. Yes, thank you, Aaron. Bearings.
Oh.
I'm thinking that I would like to use my last ability.
Okay.
Whistle and click. You make the sounds of aquatic mammals in order to know what is coming your way. The sounds echo off the areas in front of you, giving you a clear picture of imminent danger. But I take 2 ouchies because it gives me a headache. And just for flavor text, I'll say this is actually done using the whistle on a lanyard.
Okay.
I mimic the sound of my people that I myself, as a boring human, cannot reproduce.
Right, because you were a boring human. Yeah. So Delphina, what's that like? Are you just blowing into this whistle as loudly as you can?
It's like it's like sustained stuttering of the whistle at first, and it gets, like echoes out and gets louder. And I'm doing it towards like maybe like the biggest, because it says in front of me, so probably like the biggest tunnel, biggest darkest tunnel.
You blow towards the biggest darkest tunnel to get your to get.
Yeah, something like that with a whistle.
Yeah, exactly. For the dolphin noise. Looks like it's my chair creaking. What the hell is that? All right. You get a mental image. I guess the screen kind of goes. The screen in your head kind of goes like the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie when you get his Daredevil vision, where it's just like all red blinking lights bouncing up against each other. The director's cut is actually not bad. Anyway, so what you see is rocks, big jagged rocks poking up out of the water. And on each of the rocks, there's a person-shaped thing. And there's 2 or 3 of them throughout these rocks. And they seem to be warbling or singing something. You can't really make out what they're singing, but just with your echolocation, you can kind of sense the vibrations coming off of them that you recognize as sound.
So Delphine grabs it.
Ow, 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 ow. There's pointy rocks and like 1, 2, 5, 3 people that are doing some weird things with their mouths, like they're like I guess maybe singing like maybe they're ABCs or something.
Oh, okay. That's like ahead of us. How do you know that?
I did a dolphin thingy.
Could you do that the whole time?
I mean, it hurts my head. And you said you knew where you were going.
I knew we were going towards the drain. And now I know we're going away from the drain. What more do you want from me?
You're the one trying to pick on me.
I'm not picking. I didn't know you could make dolphin clicky noises and see things with sounds.
I can't do it all the time. Leave me alone. Meanie?
Yeah, well,
Hey,
this is all your fault anyways. He had to even use his powers.
I'm doing the best I can, okay? I'm
Do you think it's good enough?
No.
I didn't either.
It's never good enough.
Shakes head in shame.
Yep. It's just a single tear cuts its way through the grime on Guelph's cheek. This is why Dad left. All right. The boat is still taking on a little bit of water, but the cracker paste seems to have stopped up the majority of the leakage. Sally, you only have to scoop water out every couple of minutes as opposed to nonstop now, so that's good. You know that thanks to Delphini, there's some big rocks coming your way with some people singing on top of them, I guess. Guelph seems utterly confused by where you are, and
Well, if that doesn't sound familiar to him, maybe we shouldn't go that way.
well, here's the thing. The boat goes in the direction the boat goes.
Oh. I thought we had some control over it and was leading to a choice. Oh, well.
Oh, you thought I was going to give you some choice in the matter. Oh.
I don't know. You said we didn't have bearings, so.
Oh, Jack, no, that was just a dumb pun. No, I'm sending you exactly where I want to send you. That's how this works.
I see. We're on some aquatic rails here.
Oh, no. It's not a railroad. We are not on a railroad. This is a boat.
I'm teasing you.
That is pointing in one direction.
It's the train system.
Oh well. At least we still know of that.
You will have all sorts of choices on where to go. That are all going to be the same place because I've only come up with so many scenarios. But you got it. All right. Okay. Ever so slightly, ever so quietly, on the edges of your hearing, there's a murmuring on the wind.
Do we all hear this, or is this a dolphin thing?
That doesn't sound like the ABCs.
No, you all hear it. Guelph perks up, and he's actually like leaning way over the edge of the boat to listen.
It sounds like a dying cat. Now that I know what that sounds like or anything, it's just kind of what I imagine in my head.
Wow, some baby serial killer tendencies here, huh? Where did the cat go? Kevin, where's the cat? All right.
We're trying to find her.
Everybody, roll me a guile roll.
1 and 5 is a 6.
I got an 8.
2. I have a 2 plus 6, so 8. I have an 8.
Okay.
I got a 6.
2 6s and 2 8s. Sally and no, I'm sorry, Carrot and Everett. You guys, you got the 6s, right? No, Delphini and Everett got the 6s. Why am I holding up 4s?
I got an 8.
I got a 6.
Oh my gosh, Sally and Delphini got 6s. Okay, the NyQuil is starting to hit, guys. All right.
Stop chugging it.
Well, I can't help it. If it's gonna work, I need to get it in my system quicker.
Put down the IV.
What? No, never. It's just tea. It's just tea. You can start to hear the sounds, the sounds, not only in your ears, but it's also starting to bounce around the inside of your head.
I already have a headache, so.
But it's like making it hard to think, and you find yourselves going along with the sounds.
Delphine's probably more like.
Yeah, but it's more.
Are there mermaids in the sewers?
And you're actually going to take, both of you are going to take roll here. You're going to take 2 points of grumps as...
I am knocked out.
Oh,
I mean,
Delphine goes down!
I only had 4 grumps.
I was about to ask if you were okay, Delphine.
Delphine
No.
falls, makes a.
Oh.
So
Babies and broadswords, those of you who might be listening and don't know, because these don't actually come up very often in the podcast. But when your character hits their misfortunes limit, which is your grumps, your ouchies, or your tummy aches, if you hit your limit, you go on a timeout, and that you, the player, have to step away from the table for 5 minutes, and your character is knocked out or something. So whatever, but you don't know what happened to everybody else. You don't know what happened to your character.
And do my powers reset?
You will get some of your abilities back. Yes.
Yeah. No, I was asking for clarification for those listening.
Yes. Yep. And when you come back, you will re-roll your grumps max, and you'll get your ability use back.
Alrighty.
But we will see you at 9:21 Eastern Standard Time. Delphine jumps in the water.
Oh.
No.
And starts swimming towards the rocks. Like, and he's just going, The boat gets closer. And now Guelph is rubbing his head too. And he starts bopping up and down. Oh boy. Oh, this song's going to be stuck in my head all day. Oh man. We got to figure out a way to steer the boat, to get around here. I don't know if your friend's coming back. Oh man, this song is a bop. Oh, it's in my head. The rocks, you can now see the shape of the rocks. They jut out of the water. And there are forms, there are people you can see. They look like they definitely look like they might be mermaids, but if the top half of the mer person were like one of those blob fishes or an angler fish, it's like what a mer person would look like if they lived in a sewer. And now you can hear the song even more clear.
Should be
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His
Oh my
name
God.
is my name too. And it starts to worm its way into your ears. I need more guile rolls from everyone. Whenever we go out, people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
I rolled a 12.
What's the rest of you?
9.
Okay.
I got a 1 + 2, so a 3.
No.
Oh no.
Guelph and Sally start. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And Guelph jumps overboard. And he's swimming after Delphine now. Sally, you're going to take 2 more grumps.
Okay.
Sally's starting to look like she's going to jump over too.
Oh. Maybe if we plug
Yeah,
her
we'll
ears.
Do something.
Can we? Does anybody have anything that we can use to plug our ears with?
I have a Hawaiian shirt.
I have a bandana, a really stylish bandana.
Oh, if only we had more cracker paste.
No. I mean, if we shove the bandana in the ears.
Yeah, make a headband.
All right, so
Okay.
you're gonna tie a headband around Sally.
Yeah, it's just so that Sally can't hear.
Okay. I need. Hmm. Are you both Everett and Karen? Are you both jumping on her to plug up her ears to tie this around her ears?
Carrot can, and I'll just sing. Everett starts singing a different song
Okay. What song is
loudly.
Everett singing?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily,
Good
merrily,
choice.
merrily, life is but a dream.
All
On
right. So
repeat.
here's what I need then. I need Everett to make me an adorable roll. Carrot, I need you to make me a nimble roll. And Sally, I need you to make me a muscly roll.
I got a 6, so
Okay.
4 plus 2.
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 1.
Oh wait. We have a -1, right? So I only
Yes.
got
Yeah.
a 5. A 5.
Okay, because you're still dirty.
I have
I got a 3
returned.
plus 3 is 6.
Okay, hold on a sec, Jack. All right, what'd you get? What
I
did
rolled
you
a
get?
4.
A 4
Yeah.
6.
and a 5. And Sally, what'd you roll?
A 6.
Carrot, you jump on Sally to keep her from trying to go overboard, singing the song at the top of her lungs, and she throws you off with her lizard strength. Lizard beats carrot every day of the week. That's just how it works.
They even eat carrots, I think.
They do.
So
You
the
better
beta
hope.
carotene.
You better hope those saltines last.
Yikes.
Everett, you are trying to sing a song, a counter song as loudly as you can, but eventually you find yourself going, row, 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 row your boat merrily down the stream. Row, 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 row.
The siren
row, row,
song
row,
has
row,
got
row.
me too.
Row, 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 row. So you're managing to keep yourself, you're keeping yourself occupied. But you can't break through the spell. Delphini, you and Guelph are in the water. You are swimming as quickly as you can towards the rocks, the craggy rocks, singing John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt as loudly as you can, along with the Sirens, who are up on the rocks.
As someone named John and grew up with the name John, I demand a bonus for having to or go through this ordeal.
Was that your name too? Is that what you're saying, Mike? Yeah.
It's also my name.
You're also John?
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Schmidt? Yeah.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
And whenever
la.
I went out, the people always shouted.
There goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Yep.
Okay, so swimming. So did I get all of my class abilities back? Or was
yes, you get your abilities back, and you want to reroll your
and the perks.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and I rolled again. I got a 1, so I got 3 grumps total.
You realize, perhaps too late, Delphini, that you're swimming towards these rocks, and the song is in your head. And the nice kids who were singing the songs that you thought you were jumping after are actually, they look hungry and they're monsters. They're hanging off the rocks now. And what looks like pretty green hair, long flowing green hair while you were swimming, is now you realize is sewer weed and just like old tube socks that found themselves down in the sewer and just kind of draped all over them.
Lovely.
And the pretty singing voice is actually more like this. The closer you get, And the spell
Hey, are
is
you
broken.
imitating me?
And
Are
the
you making
spell
fun of me?
Stop making fun of the way I talk. The spell is broken just in time for one of them to reach out and grab you by the shirt cuff and pull you up. They've got you by the back of your collar, and they're dangling you by the collar. And another one reaches out and grabs Guelph by one of his arms. And they're ridiculously strong for kids. And the one who's got you looks at you and goes, you get to live on the rock now and sing our songs with us.
Stranger danger!
And I blow into the whistle right in front of his face.
Give me a cool roll.
Sadly, cool is not my greatest stat. 3 and 2 is 5.
And the whistle, he lets go of you and drops you down into the water. But he's right back there again. He goes, hey, get the little dolphin kid. We're gonna put him on the rocks and he gonna sing with us like your friend over here.
Hey, wait, you know I'm a dolphin?
Yeah, we could smell you, little dolphin kid. Get him! And all the other side ones hop off. Let's get him. We're gonna get us some dolphins. Yay!
Swimming.
Give me a nimble roll, Jack.
Okay. I rolled a 5 plus a 4. That's a 9. I don't have enough cookies to go into my life's true porpoise, so
That's all right because they're not strong swimmers. That's why they're up on the rocks. They're coming after. They're paddling after you, and Jack, you're going back towards the boat. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm assuming that's where you're going. Where are you swimming to?
probably back towards the boat, hoping that my friends are there to help me.
Do we witness any of this?
You're not close enough yet to hear anything that's said, but you can definitely see them picking up Jack, Delphine and Guelph, and then dropping Delphine.
And you've heard the whistle, I'm sure.
Yeah, and everyone heard the whistle. Yeah, and there's just Delphine swimming back towards you.
Help!
And there's a bunch of Psywinds. Get them! One of them's got a banjo or not. They're playing chase music. Delphine reaches the boat, and he's scrambling at the sides. Somebody want to help him in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I?
Give
Do
me
we have
mus-
any spare? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Everett, give me a muscle roll to pull him in. Carrot, what do you need?
Is there any like rope dangling around at all that I
9.
can use to help
Yeah,
him?
you pull him in, no problem.
Give me
there was
some deliverance from the situation.
Yeah, there it is. There was a rope that pulled the sail up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was thinking we might need to tie ourselves up or something.
Do we
I think the
care
time
about
to tie yourself
Guelph?
is fast. One of them's got Guelph on the rocks, and he's just still dangling him out. But he's like, "Wee-hoo, we got one! Get the dolphin boy!"
Oh, so he's on their side now.
No, they're holding Guelph up by the arm.
Oh,
Guelph
okay. I
is-
thought Guelph was.
No, Guelph's like, help me! The four of you are in the boat, and the side ones are all around you. They're starting to swim around.
Oh, is this now when we want to use my ability?
Might be. What's your ability?
It was the-
Island?
It was either go to so if I roll the dice and I get an odd number, then our ship goes to a friendly tropical island with lots of versatile coconuts. If I roll an even number, there are sharks.
Oh,
I mean,
actually, yeah, this might work.
It could be
The
a
sharks
test.
did eat the Skywinds.
Sharks will eat
Sharks
us
eat
too, no?
I say go for it.
Okay. Oh my
Fun.
god.
What's the
see
worst
what
that could
happens.
happen besides sharks?
Well, right now that sounds like a Cywin
Ooh,
problem.
it was an even number. So sharks.
I got
That
sharks.
sounds like their problem, not ours.
Does this class me anything? I don't think so. We're just have sharks.
What
We're
did-
surrounded
what
by
did you
sharks
roll?
now. An even, so sharks.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
Anyone hear that?
All
Theme
of a sudden,
music.
these sharks from out of the water. These giant sharks. Stop ruining the surprise. These giant shark forms bust out of the water. And the strangest thing is, they're all dressed in really nice Italian suits. And they kind of hover out of the water a little bit. And one goes, "Hey, you kids look like you're in a little bit of trouble, huh? We could help you out for a price.
I was always told not to make a deal with the devil.
You've been found by the loan sharks." And that's where we're going to end for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for another adventure down in the underground. I'm Jason. I want to thank you, Jack and Alana and Kay and Lisa, for joining me. We will see you all next week. You can hear this episode on our podcast. It comes out on Thursdays. Aaron goes through and makes us all sound good and hang out. I guess there's going to be a raid. We're raiding?
Oh.
What's a raid?
How does this work?
Right as we
how's a raid
the
work?
chat, everyone in the chat moves to a different Twitch channel to assist someone else.
Oh,
that's cool.
We're gonna go raid somewhere else. So hey, if you're in the chat, stick around. If you are listening to the podcast, you've already missed it. But don't miss us when we come back next Sunday for another episode of Babies and Broadswords presents a Bathfinder.
I just
Good
say
night,
we give him
everyone.
Guelph. We give him Guelph. No brainer.
Screw Guelph.
If we
Well,
went to the
sucks.
tropical island, would he have gotten to come with us since he's not on the boat?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, just I
Do
mean,
you-
it's
I
moot
mean,
now.
We'll
Do you
take a
feel bad
coconut,
about
we'll
it?
paint it in his face, and we'll call it Guelphson.
We'll call it Guelph.
Oh. So we
Good
do
night,
like
everyone.
We
him.
lose our lead. Bye.
Aaron killed a feed. Or not. She must have fallen asleep. I don't know how to shut it off.
We can't leave until